July 28th. Welcome to Adam's Birthday Book, where each and every day we look into the mysteries of birthdays and their significance on your life path. Today's birthday is July 28th. If you were born on this day, happy birthday. Alright, let's get started. July 28th. The day of the winner. Those born on July 28th often manifest a strong desire to be first in their social or occupational sphere. Their form of authority is literally embodied in their person. More important than what they say or think is what they are. Those who come in contact with even the mildest of persons born on this day will soon learn that occupying a secondary position is not what a July 28th people has in mind. Those born on this day are real survivors who are not content to just weather the storm but to come out on top. In every realm of life, from the game room to the bedroom, to the inner sanctum of the corporate boardroom, those born on this day seek to prevail. Of course, such driven personalities face great emotional challenges. Others may find them unresponsive, or accuse them of being insensitive when they go for their objectives at all costs. Furthermore, July 28 people are apt to arouse resistance to their plans when others realize how determined they can be to get their own way. Certain people skills must be cultivated by July 28 people which can make their way in the world easier, among them diplomacy, patience, and understanding. If those born on this day come to see that their interests are often intimately tied in with those of others, if they come to feel a part of a larger group, they will graduate to a more highly evolved state. If those born on this day are resistant to such growth, and insist on pursuing an isolated course, they will eventually alienate even their closest friends. Learning to lose gracefully is another important lesson for July 28 people. They must eventually see that a desire to win at all costs is counterproductive to most forms of human interaction. It may take a string of defeats to bring them to such a realization, but because they are so often attractive and dynamic people, they may never come to such an understanding. Ultimately, those born on this day are faced with issues involving trust, acceptance, and love. This last named area is certainly the one in which the hardest earned but most rewarding personal development may be achieved. Learning to give love unconditionally and to accept it from others with few reservations is certainly an integral part of such growth. But for July 28 people, this may first involve reorienting their mindset to see love relationships less as a competition, a passionate battle of the sexes where power and control are central issues, and instead shifting emphasis to a more lasting, sharing, and pragmatic way of relating. After they have undergone such positive changes in themselves, finding the right partner, one worthy of trust and devotion, is the next step. Numbers and planets. Those born on the 28th of the month are ruled by the number 1, 2 plus 8 equals 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1, and by the sun. Those ruled by the number 1 like to be first, are of a definite viewpoint and eager to rise to the top. Because July 28 people already tend to be strongly dominant types, doubly emphasized by the sun's rulership of their astrological sign Leo, they must beware of being overcome by their power drives and drowning everyone around them in their energy. Tarot. The one card of the major arcana is the Magician, who symbolizes intellect, communication, information, as well as magic. Over his head is an infinity symbol, which in some tarot decks takes the form of a hat, in others a halo. Many interpretations may be drawn, one of which is that the magician recognizes the cyclical and unending nature of life and is empowered by this understanding. The positive traits suggested by this first card include diplomatic skill and shrewdness, but, negatively, lack of scruples and opportunism. The choice rests with the July 28 person whether to use his or her power for moral or immoral ends. Health. As mentioned above, July 28 people are survivors. Therefore, they possess a great capacity to overcome illnesses and rehabilitate after accidents and injuries. They must learn, however, that not all handicaps can be conquered and that certain chronic difficulties or diseases are better prevented than treated. Their refusal to accept what is wrong with them can sometimes make things worse, in rare cases catastrophically so. July 28 people also have a habit of resisting dietary limitations. Seeking the advice of a good dietitian, family practitioner, or homeopath and following their recommendations can prove highly beneficial. Because of their intensely competitive nature, those born on this day are attracted to sports, but should not go overboard or become obsessed. Advice. Learn to give unconditionally. Cultivate affection and kindness. The best interests of others may well be your own. Winning can sometimes be losing. Meditation. Communicable disease is an expression of humanity's need to share. Thank you for joining me today on the July 28th birthday, and please don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that little bell, and please tell me if today is your birthday in the comments below. Thank you, you wonderful people, and join me tomorrow on the next episode of Adam's Birthday Book for July 29th.